Let me show you a really cool feature of AutoCAD called SuperHatch. It's a way to make your own hatch patterns fill up a space, and it's kind of cool. So let's take a look at this. Here's a shape that I've made that I want to spread all the way. Let me get rid of that thing. Sorry about that. That I want to spread all the way through this little rectangle here. So I made that into a block. By now you know how to make things into a block. So I just have a shape, and it's a block. And I'm going to use the SuperHatch command to fill this up. So let's see. SuperHatch is under Express Tools. There it is right there. And SuperHatch. So I'll do SuperHatch, and this thing comes up. And look, you can actually do a lot of different things. But I like to use blocks. So I'm going to use an existing block. And I can pick a block that's in here. And I think I called that one Triang Hatch. So you have to go in and find your defined blocks from your thing. I'm going to call it Triang Hatch. And I'm going to specify the pattern on the screen. And I'm going to put it right there. And I'm going to say, up here I'm showing the scale. So I'm going to say 1, 1, and 1. And is that a good spot for it? Yeah, that looks pretty good. I'm going to say yes. And is that about how big I want it to be? I can do more, but that's cool. I can space it out. But I want it to be like that. Right there. And then I'm going to type I for internal point. I, internal point. And I'm going to click inside here somewhere. And hit enter. And there they are. I hatched it. Isn't that the coolest thing? So I made that pattern fill up the whole darn thing. So I can do the same thing over here, just as another example. This one's a squiggle. So let me do my SuperHatch. I'm going to put a squiggle pattern all in here. Okay, now I can do this other ways too. I can use the array command and all sorts of other things. But I like this SuperHatch thing. It's kind of cool. So I'm going to SuperHatch with a block image again. And this time I'm going to use the squiggle. I'm going to pick my squiggle. And I'm going to put my squiggle like right there. And I'll go 1, 1. Yeah, that's all good. Yep, that looks good. Yep, that's about what I want. I can make it bigger or not. Well, it didn't matter, but I like that. And then I'm going to go I for internal point. I'm going to click inside of this internal to this rectangle, and then hit enter. And after, look at that, I got this squiggle hatch. That's how quick you can put it in. So this is really nice if you want to make your own pattern to hatch an area. These could be a brick pattern that you happen to like, or a flagstone pattern that you've drawn, or even a series, of plants or something like that. So it's the SuperHatch that you can do a lot of super fun stuff with.